Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Herbert's team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Ready.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Viking, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On the jump.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Shot.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Pass complete to Lane. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. A designed run. Daniels will keep it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Deputies! Trick the Eagles! Trick the Eagles! Hey.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Ready?
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Mustang 19.
Third and long for him here. This is hauled in by Samuel. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Vic, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Buffalo 18. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready?
This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt getting it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready, ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Completed left side to Samuel. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go work after.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Daniels now. He's got it near the 8. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
1st and goal, Krosky-Merritt. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. And they hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock it behind the sticks. John Bell done no.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on 3rd and goal.
Come on, come on. Hey. Bravo 80. Dragon 60.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First hit of the game here to Chase Brown. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. It's made by Chase Brown. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Gun, gun. Stop.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. The Commanders have an early lead. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this.
On 1, ready?
Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They've got a first to begin the frame.
11, Thomas. 180. Stop.
Handoff headed left to Brown. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Here we go. Stop. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
On 1, ready?
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go. Stop.
Throw here, 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, they're flying around and making the play.
And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively in a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Going deep here for the end zone. This is cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a 9-point advantage.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Short pass brought in. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
On one, ready?
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go.
One play action here. Burrow. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
From the red zone now. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. It's second and goal.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Here we go.
On third and goal, here's Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on third and goal, partner, and now a decision for this offense to make on fourth down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
On 2, ready?
So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on fourth and goal. Trying for it with Burrow. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals start to fight back with their first points of this game. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals cut it to a field goal game. Always set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
Okay, ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Set it. Ready.
Now Daniels to throw. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
This one left for Daniels. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill in the Bengals territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Second down now, 7 to go. To throw, Daniels. Screen pass here for Krosky Merritt. Runs inside the 35. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Daniels on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Second down give to Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Escapes the pocket, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Commanders throw their lead just before halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. He beams one deep right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
This is a heater going deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I'm wondering.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Let's get set. Stop.
First down, Burrow to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
4 more yards. That's
11.
The final throw before the break. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. Along the right sideline, there's space. And all the way back it goes. It's a Washington pick 6.
Touchdown, Washington.
That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 3-possession lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Starting the half with a give to Brown. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Here's Todd.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And this is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. A gain of 15 there. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Here. 11 MT. Tate. Todd.
Throwing is Burrow. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Commanders' 35-yard line.
On 2nd, it's Brown. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
5 DBs out there for the Commanders on 3rd.
Gun. Todd.
They'll throw 3rd and long. It's caught. Chase has it. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Krosky Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As a corner in this league, well, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Okay,
All set to go now from the 35.
Left thing, 19. Get it.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Caught by the open man. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
He gets it to him on the screen. That screen was sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Let's go now.
To the air again, Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Washington.
New set of downs from 37.
Here we go. Here we go.
Daniels now on first down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
On first down, here's Burrow. Completed to his running back. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here we go. 180. 180.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, then no.
No luck finding his receiver that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Ready.
Play action now with Daniels. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And after one play this drive, he might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, you take a huge negative sack like that.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down.
18 Rattler.
Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, Kit, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Starts the return at the 34. Return's going to come to a close as we reach the end of our quarter. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth. First down from the 42.
Here we go. Time.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Has him on a quick hitter. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see? I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
So pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Brown on the inside give. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a loss of a yard.
Burrow throwing here, 3rd and 2. He's got Gesicki, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up
On 2.
2nd and 7.
Let's get set.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
From the red zone now. Finding Brown, back-to-back plays. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
There he goes, right sideline. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 3-possession lead.
Commanders 31, Bengals 14.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's brought down after a short gain.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
On 1, ready?
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down.
Gun.
Burrow to the air now. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. just couldn't hang on through the contact. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Here we go.
Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
New set of downs from 37. They're going to pass it here. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barrett Carter. To get the return out across the 30 before he goes out.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Jonathan Jones makes the play.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Brought in right side by McLaurin. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Come on, set.
Rolling on 1st down, Daniels. He gets it right back to McLaurin. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
They've run this 12-yard out route gate at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he's got it, it's in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Washington, 1st down.
Let's go.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And drawn up here for Daniels. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up
This one set up for Daniels. And they're turned away again. 2 great defensive stands. We've arrived at 3rd and goal. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. Well, Brock, we knew they were confident in the lead-up, that they could contend despite the hostile crowd they were going to face today. And boy, did they ever. Once they got going, they showed out. They backed up that confidence, and they leave here with a victory.
Oh, it takes so much work, Kate. So much work, even beyond what people hear.
I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manapon. Rolling out to Durban, Marvel pudding with some prawn. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, not you. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall. at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, welcome to this game. Jake Moody going to get it started. Off we go from Northwest Stadium.
Now we go from angry and mad. Happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab up the gift to the fun. I want the money, the bag, the pool of the bag, the currency stacking the stuff. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have the things.
They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
A 6-yard pickup. Moves on 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Quan Martin is there for the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Mooney in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. throw on the run is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. 4th down, and here's Penix. He will have the conversion and more. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
A gain of 30. 1st down, Atlanta.
Now Robinson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
2nd and 5. Now Penix. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Great London. Touchdown Atlanta. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Daniels starts with a pass. That's to Trusty Merritt. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds at the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's 1st and 10.
Get it. 70.
Now Daniels. A screen set up for Trusty Merritt. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing again. Daniels. Moving to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
This one down the field, but wind up incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Check out.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. He's got it. And he will score. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on 4th down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate. But in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Penix. To the tight end Pitts. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the set.
2nd down, they need 3. Another run here for Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, here is Penix. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
On first down, it's Penix. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Second down and 8. Pitts is the man in motion. On second down, Penix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Again, it's Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Falcons. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Now Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Come on.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Daniels going to throw again. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
They'll run with Krosky Merritt. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Touchdown, Washington.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Jim Moody to kick off.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Penix. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Returning is Igbenogany. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Take over first and 10. At their own 48-yard line.
Get it! Get it!
A run to begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he will go all the way. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, touchdown Commanders. His second TD in the game. This one gives his team the lead. On is Moody to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Hold it ready!
to throw. Here's Penix. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They run over center with Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. They'll go again with Robinson. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Penix. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? The reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw it with Penix. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
On the ready.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
Hello.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. Like I can tell you firsthand, when you take the field on your opponent's side of the 50, there's a lot of optimism and hope that this is going to be a touchdown scoring drive. So nice job here by the defense, holding strong and defending this short field.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
7 Pirates.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. And that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 4. To the air again is Daniels. Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Go.
Even in the air, here's Daniels. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down. Krowski Merritt will take this one into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Tried to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Good-looking screenplay there. It's gain of 11 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Throwing again, it's Penix. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw again, it's Penix. Open man, left side, he's got it. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
Ready up!
Going to throw again. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him.
And he will score. Game on. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The score. Commanders 28, Falcons 21.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Returning is Igbenogany. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready?
They'll start the drive with Krosky Merritt. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. We're probably just not the same.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Has caught. That's Lane. He works free. Right side. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Washington.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's to Moody, complete right side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That one secured by the tight end Bates. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Washington.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. This one caught at the 4.
A gain of 5 brings
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing again, Daniel. They're called in at the 2. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Moody now for the extra point. It's up and through. The Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
42. Falcons 21.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Going now, Penix on 1st down. Over the middle, that's his tight end hits. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Falcons.
On 1st down, it's Penix. He'll get this to Pitts once more. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Falcons first down.
And the lefty Penix on 1st down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Penix. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
26 yards.
Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
13-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Here we go. Go.
From the gun, it's Penix. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided. Here we go. One final play. And that final throw here is intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers.